Now, let's return to politics here in the UK. And you may remember that we were telling you that Conservative Party members are facing delays in receiving their postal ballots for the party's leadership election. Now, this is due to security fears. It comes after the government's National Cyber Security Centre gave the party advice about how to make online voting as secure as possible. Well, let's talk now to Dr. Jessica Barker, who runs the cyber security firm Sygenta. Very good of you to join us, and thanks for waiting patiently while we watched Nancy Pelosi leaving Taiwan there. What do you think the National Cyber Security Centre is concerned about?
It's an interesting story that we're learning about today. I think what's happened is that the NCSC have looked at this process that Conservative members are going through to appoint the next leader, and they've identified possible flaws in the process itself. So the fact that members could vote not just once but twice raises concerns around that authentication. So I think the issue is really that someone could authenticate themselves as being a member if they are not. They could change the vote of a member, and this could then impact the integrity of the votes.
When you say someone, who might we be talking about?
This could really be anyone. Obviously, there have been many concerns over the last few years and issues raised in terms of the nation state level of interference in elections. So, of course, that is a pressing concern of any election. And it is normal that the NCSC would look at security issues, make sure that any voting process is as robust as possible, particularly when it comes to integrity. And this is not just because making sure that the votes have integrity and that the votes are correct, but also that people feel confident in those votes. And the fact that the system potentially opened up a flaw in the process could have led to a loss of confidence later down the line.
Is it credible that a hostile state, let's say, for example, Russia or China, would want to interfere in an election like this? I mean, could it be possible that a hostile state might think, well, actually, it would be better if either Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak is the UK's next Prime Minister? Is that really credible?
It is credible that a nation state may want to change the outcome of a vote such as this one. It is also highly credible to think of other nations maybe just wanting to cause disruption and distrust. This is a big issue we see when it comes to elections in different countries, is actually just causing that disruption and that disharmony and bringing about that loss of confidence. So it isn't necessarily just as straightforward as trying to change the vote, but also impacting the perceptions around the vote and causing disharmony in a country.
Can anything that has been digitised in this way be made 100% secure?
There's really no such thing as 100% security, whether we're talking in the physical world or online. When we take systems online, obviously we add a great deal of complexity. And when something is connected, that opens up a greater attack surface. So when it comes to voting, it's important that we make sure there is integrity, availability, and confidentiality of votes, whether paper or online. When it comes to online systems, we need to make sure they are as robust as possible.
We must leave it there. Dr. Jessica Barker, really good to talk to you. Many thanks.
Thank you.